Did any of that surprise you? Like in the press conference, was he better at trash talking than you expected?
No. So I was talking to Mike before the podcast, and on stage, I'm sitting there like, this guy's an idiot. Like I'm shitting on him. He's not giving me anything to work with here in this press conference, and I've personally felt between our energies that he felt defeated, which is why in the face-off, I believe he tried to hit me in the face because he felt like he lost. And then I come off stage, and like a bunch of the comments are like, Jake Paul lost that press conference. Ben Askren made him look like an idiot. And there's all these videos that come out about my body language and like
those are the funniest
so
things.
ridiculous.
I'm like, bro, you guys are stupid. Like,
Body language experts reads Jake Paul versus Ben
Like,
Askren.
how do you become a body? Like you're a stalker? No. The people actually exist. It's a real.
It's a
no,
like
it's
if
a
I
real
sit like
practice.
this,
It's a
doesn't mean
practice.
I'm They were like, because Jake touched his knee when he said that. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, but Ben Askren is not in my fucking head.
Yeah.
And by the way, quite the opposite. We go upstairs, and this is just my opinion, right? I can fuck off. And all the time, people don't agree with my opinion. I think that's who
The problem.
a lot of times I should probably just shut the fuck up, but
Hey, you and
we're
me
on a
both.
podcast.
Me and you both, buddy.
Yeah.
But this is also
we'll get into that later.
This is a good podcast or a great place to say bad shit. Dude, right?
So we go up to do this face to face. You know how they do, like you and KSI did a face to face. Me and Deji did a face to face. Me and Gib do a face to face, sitting at a table. Snoop Dogg's hosting it, and and D-Cut was there, and my security, and the guy was so defeated. He just didn't have any energy, didn't have any confidence, and I told him, it's on camera. I believe this will come out at the same time as this podcast, but I told him, I was like, Ben, if you beat me, I will pay you double your purse. If you beat me, I will pay you double your purse. But if you lose, you have to donate your whole entire purse to a charity of my choosing. And that question silenced him. He shut up. He crunched up. Sort of went silent, and his whole attitude and demeanor changed. And so there is where I saw the defeat in his character, and I just don't think he's confident in himself.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say it was funny because like I know you, right? You're my brother. I've known you for some time now, probably even your whole life, even.
Yeah, probably.
And after the podcast, like Ma texted me. She's like, "How did you think it went?"
The press conference?
Yeah,
you mean?
the press. What I said?
You said podcast.
Sorry,
Stupid.
I
Stamina.
early on to
Stamina.
CTE. After the press conference, I thought nothing of it. Besides the push, I was like, oh, that was like the one thing. But I also felt like Ben looked defeated and very upset when you were chirping at him, and that you didn't give a fuck. But it was so, and I know it didn't. And I even had to tell Mom, I'm like, Jake doesn't care. Ben's not in his head. But yo, the internet,
they like to
felt
just
the
talk.
opposite. The internet really felt like he had disheveled you.
And so me and my friends were trying to figure it out afterwards. Like, how could someone think this? And at the end of the day, we're just like, guys, why do we care? This is all entertainment. This is entertainment at the end of the day. And if the people aren't talking, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah. But the head push.
So this, again, let's further the conversation. I look and everyone's like, Daniel Cormier was like, oh, I just saw how Jake reacted to Ben smushing him in the face. He's gonna lose for sure now. I'm like, just like you were gonna beat Stipe. But how can someone register who's gonna win a fight based off of him trying to push me in the head? First of all, he was so slow. I didn't know it's coming. It comes at my face. His pinky nicks my cheekbone. I grab his arm, and I make the split-second decision. Do I come around this guy's shoulder and knock him the fuck out right now? Or do I not give him any excuses to say, he knocked me out at the press conference, that's why I lost the fight? Or, he knocked me out at the press conference, I can't do the fight. Am I going to forfeit this payday and knock this guy out right now, or just give him like a smack in the side. And
There was a
push
lot
him.
of
You hit
talk.
his
It was a
hip.
quick smack though.
That was the thing
was
I
quick.
picked up
Your hand
on
was
was the
moving fast.
reaction time.
I blinked and I just heard. Whoosh. I was like, "What the fuck?" I had to rewind it. It was
But-
quick.
but that's what I'm saying is like I was like, whoa, boom, block his arm, smack him in the stomach. But I was like, I'm not gonna punch this guy right now. This is not good etiquette. And a lot of fighters know it's generally a rule to not hit each other in the face off. Maybe a little shove or two, but going for the face, like. But I'm not gonna risk the payday, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. So I'm not gonna knock this guy out at the press conference and be like, yeah, I beat him up at the press conference. Everyone will have an excuse no matter what I did or how I reacted into that situation. But I will say the next 20 so days of training, you know, my teammates were like, remember he hit you in the face.
Ooh.
Remember he hit you in the face. So
I
I
even-
use
I
it
even-
as
I even told
motivation. And
you.
you told me that too.
Yeah.
You're like, don't take that lightly. And I was like, I use it as motivation.
I still feel like, especially during this press conference with Ben, I feel like you're playing tough guy instead of being tough guy,
Yeah.
which you are. Do you feel that at all?
No, for sure. I definitely was very critical of my press conference performance. And I think in a weird way, this past like 3 weeks of my life, I think has been one of the most important 3 weeks of my life. Someone's going to comment that and be like, Jake Paul, quote Jake Paul. But the past 3 weeks of my life have changed me as an individual, honestly, in a very weird way. And I was very critical of my press conference performance. And you're sort of right. I think I just need to be myself more and
You-
just like
you do.
not give a fuck.
You do. Well,
But I did
not-
want to fight him right there. Like
Not-
he was like, if I saw you in an alley,
He said he would commit a homicide.
he would commit homicide. I'm
Dude,
like, bro.
you should have told him about the jail time that comes with that. Like that's no little thing there. So yeah, and I know you, bro, and I think like everyone who knows you is like, yo, in real life, Jake's likable. Like you're one of those people that you see online and then you meet in real life. You're like, well, those are not the same fucking people.
Yeah.
So I think eventually, man, and we saw a glimpse of this after you knocked out Nate Robinson in your post-fight interview, where everyone's like, that was great. Wow.
Yeah.
Standout young man. Fucking humbled, like excited to watch him fight next. And then the next week, you're calling Conor McGregor an Irish cunt.